Good.
Go. Well, you get a couple back, which must be nice after missing the last game.
Yeah, obviously having these guys back in the lineup, they've had a week to kind of regroup themselves and get ready to go. I think that for the most part we're healthy across the board with these guys, and they're anxious to get going again.
Nice that you have Jet available. KB just told us the good news about the birth of the child, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting for their family, obviously Christine and Jet to have a second child, and Tasmanian born is a first in our club history, and we rally around him, and he'll fly in later today to meet the team, and they're doing well, and we're excited for them.
Just back on Weeksy and Milton, they were just precautionary last week. They probably could have played if you had to, or
they wouldn't have been able to play. They were hurt, and I'd say they're probably not quite to speed right now, but they're going to play.
Limited minutes, or you're not sure?
Pardon?
Limited minutes, or?
Oh, we'll see how they go.
How did Will pull up, and what's he look like?
Good. He's on limited minutes. He'll stay around the 14 to 15 minute mark for a few weeks. We'll see how he goes. Clint is not limited, but we want to make sure that we bring him back slowly.
You've had some success at John Cain Arena. Does that give you confidence going in?
No.
I guess, how do you think you'll go against Melbourne? Where are you?
I think, the league has shown itself time and time again, especially this year, that there's just a lot of parity, and if you're just off your game, you're going to lose. And everyone can beat everyone, and the home court doesn't seem to be much of an advantage. And the league's quite competitive, and you just have to try to put your best foot forward and do the best you can. And we're on the road here for a few games coming up, and this is just one of them that we'll just have to focus on and see what we can do tomorrow night.
Any particular focus in practice during the week? Put New Zealand on the line about 30 times.
36 times.
36
I mean, our focus has been obviously to continue our aggressiveness, but be a little smarter where we're getting our fouls at. I think we've lost 5 of our 6 games, and we've put people over the line over, I think, 20 times when they've shot more than 20 foul shots. We haven't been able to win. And so that's obviously a little bit of focus for us, but just continuing to tidy things up and reincorporate these guys back into the lineup, and yeah.
With Will back in the team now, are we expecting to see a bit more of Milton playing in that point guard sort of role?
Well, I think we've been waiting all along for Milton and him to be teamed up together. It's just, managing the minutes. The reality is Maggie can be on the floor for 3 or 4 minutes. That's the most, and that's not a big window of time. So we'll try to keep those two together as much as we can, and Jet in that group, but we just have to manage his minutes correctly.
Yeah, obviously the club came down really hard on the supporters last week up in Launceston. How disappointed were you? We saw how you walked over to the crowd, etc., and told them what you thought. But,
yeah, I wasn't disappointed really. I think really, the fans have the right to boo and scream and holler and have fun and enjoy themselves, and you just got to watch your profanity, and you can't throw things on the court. I mean, that's just standard protocol wherever you go in the world, and they have the right to be jumping up and down and being excited, and I love the energy that was in there, and for a brief moment, got a little sideways, but it is what it is.
What do you make of United's start to the season? Obviously, probably not the start they would have liked, but as you say, it's a tough competition, hard to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's dealing with injuries and maneuvering around and thinking of changing players, or players are out for X amount of time, and some of it's survival and some of it's just going through the hard stuff, and our club has yet to go through anything that's been really hard, and that's probably in the horizon somewhere along the way. I don't know when. We just have to navigate these times when it is getting hard, and it is, we've only played 40-plus games in the history of this franchise, and I'm quite positive that over the next few years we'll build something very sustainable here and fun to watch, and continue to be aggressive and defend this island. And the teams are all navigating problems. Some are bigger than others, and you just try to get through it.
Can you tell us a bit about Kenny's injury and when he might be back, I guess, and just how bad that is?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the terminology what it is. All I know is he pulled his calf muscle, and those take a little time to rehab from, so it's probably 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm not a doctor, but I wouldn't hold myself to that either.
How much of a blessing is it to have Sammy McDonald, I guess, to come in and sort of fill the shoes?
Yeah, I mean, Sean's been playing quite well and deserves to be on the floor, and he'll continue to get his minutes. He's earned it through practice time and through his performance on the court, and I've always said all along here, nothing's promised to anyone, and as long as you perform, you'll get a chance to play, and he's slid right into a really good role for us.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. See you.